Hello everyone, Son Rich here with a Vinyl Finds video. Before I start, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And for those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas too. Now, I'm going to start off, well, you know what? First off, I'm wearing my Jets shirt. Actually, this shirt doesn't say the word Jets anywhere on it. But the Jets won their first game this season. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of wish they would have went undefeated the whole year. But you know what? The Jets and Billy Graham have something in common. I don't know if the people that don't live in the U.S. know who Billy Graham is. He's one of those evangelicus TV personalities. But yeah, Billy Graham and the Jets can fill up a stadium of 80,000 people going, Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's my Jets joke. I have some really good records to show. That's why I decided to do it now. And I'm going to just jump right in with a super rare Grail. And it is Iggy and the Stooges single, I'm Sick of You, and it's signed by James Williamson. It's not much of a signature though. I mean, come on. And you're thinking, oh, okay, that's not all that rare, you know. And this is the backside. But this is a test pressing from 1976 or 1977, whenever this came out. I don't know why I need to take it out, but yeah. Monarch test pressing. It's pretty cool. And right here, it was not cheap. I told my wife, you know what, if you want to get me something that I really want for Christmas, see, I shouldn't have taken this fucking thing out. You know, this is what I want. And I wasn't quite honest with her. Motherfucker, I gotta get a new sleeve for this. I kind of told her the price was actually half of what it actually did cost me. And, you know, I'm gonna keep the Bomp shipper with it because that kind of verifies the whole thing. You know, it says, I'm Sick of You, first test pressing original, 1977. Plus cover autograph by James Williamson, 45, shipped from Bomp, which is the label it's on. So yeah, it's a great song, and to have a copy of it, there's only 5 in existence, is pretty amazing. You know, I mean, the song is fantastic. You know what? I'm now realizing that I use words like amazing, fantastic. I use those loosely. And I'm realizing that after spending a night with Mazzy. Now that is truly amazing. Yeah. In fact, let me get my obsession out. Yes. Now, this next record is a Grail also, on a serious note. And it is the other half, 1968 garage hard psych album out of San Francisco. Randy Holder is probably the most well-known member of this band. He was a member of Blue Cheer on the New and Improved album. He also released an album in early 70s. It might have been 1970, Population 2, which was re-released recently by Noble Records. But yeah, this is a fucking great, fucking hard psych classic. The great guitars. It starts off kind of wanky though, you know, with this fake audience clapping and shit in it. But yeah, it's a great addition to my psych, and it's on the Adco. Now the other half kind of came to fame because they were on one of the Nuggets compilations, and I forget the name of the song, but that song isn't on this record. This album came out a little after, I guess. I don't know. I should do my homework, as Mazzy would say. Now, Black Friday Record Store Day. I'm not doing Black Friday Record Store Day. I bought one. I ordered it. It came. And it's Lou Reed live at Alice Tully Hall. It's with the Tots. It says here, the first solo show in New York City. Now, this is from 1973. I have a Lou Reed live with the Tots in 1972, and it says Lou Reed in New York. I believe it may be upstate New York, or it could possibly even be in England or Europe, but I'm not sure. Anyways, this is fantastic stuff. The Tots, they're not as good as the Hunter Wagner Band. If anybody is familiar with that Rock and Roll Animal album, Lou Reed plays guitar on this one, as opposed to there's 3 guitarists actually. And the rhythm guitar on this gets a little wonky at times. The drummer is average at best. I would say the bass player is the best musician. But somebody that's a musician told me that, he's playing out of tune, but I don't know. The bass player is really quite good. But I mean, the leads are also quite good on this, But being great musicians isn't everything. And I still have it in the shrink. I mean, I always say Rush are great musicians, but they suck. And I'm going to have t-shirts made up, and I'm going to be selling those on my website soon. But yeah, this is a fantastic, dude. The Tots were not real polished. They toured for almost a year with Lou Reed. And this is right at the end when he fired him. And then he got the Hunter Wagner Band. Then they had the Sally Can't Dance tour, and on and on and on. That's one thing about Lou Reed in the 70s. Each tour was different than the previous one. And yeah, this is really good. It's I recommend it if you're a Lou Reed fan. See, I really love 70s Lou Reed. He kind of loses me. Maybe I like Blue Mask, but I don't know. I like the songs for Drill. I just can't. I can't get into it. He's a great songwriter, but I don't know. It's the voice again. It's like the Bob Dylan thing. He did have another Black Friday Record Store Day, Magic and Loss, and had never been released on vinyl. And I gave it a listen. The first song is fucking fantastic. It's amazing. The second song's good. I mean, really good. Then the third song has a guest vocalist, and that's when it started to go downhill, and it got a little samey. And I kind of realized, it's a cool album to have, but I'll never play it, I'll play this. And yeah, fantastic. And it's on red vinyl, on that RCA. It's actually red marbled with some black in there. And yeah, really cool edition. Now, after I bought that, I started watching. Well, actually, this concert is on YouTube, so I gave it a listen on YouTube, before I decided, I'm going to get that. And I was watching, I guess, and listening some other live Lou Reed stuff. There's some really good tours. I think one in Stockholm, maybe one in France, one in Australia from the 74 tour. They did release an album from that, but I've been told that the audio on that is not very good. But I did buy an album, Lou Reed, Winter at the Roxy, the 1976 LA broadcast. And this is just Don Cherry, the jazz trumpeter, is in the band. And fucking fantastic. And this is on that dodgy label, I believe. Yeah, Let Them Eat vinyl out of Europe. I don't know if it's a totally legit. I mean, it's legal, but I don't know, you know, how legit it is as far as the artist getting royalties. But yeah, this is fantastic. It starts off with Sweet Jane, much like Rock and Roll Animal did. But this has almost like a free jazz, sax, and trumpet going on. And yeah, it's just really good. Walk on the Wild Side, it's the fucking sax. It's like a 10-minute version. The sax and trumpet in that are just really great. And the singers, you know, I think they do a pretty good job. Yeah, there was one song, Kicks. It's like a very long version, and it's okay. And that's off of Coney Island Baby. There's a couple of songs off of Coney Island Baby. I guess I didn't talk about the songs, did I? You got Sweet Jane, Lisa Says, I'm Waiting for the Man, Walk on the Wild Side. And then you have Coney Island Baby, and I Believe in Love, Kicks. I think Coney Island Baby and Kicks are off of that album. And I Believe in Love and You Wear It So Well are off of whatever album was out at the time. And this is what the labels look like. And the backside. And I'm assuming they're both the same, but I don't know. And it doesn't matter, does it really? Now I got this one in the mail. The Amino Acids. Humanity Will Fall Like Pins. Now, Martin Jones, I remember Martin Jones talking about this, but I don't remember ordering the darn thing. And then it came, and it was a Detroit area address. I go, what? Did Martin Jones send this to me? And I compared addresses to his address, and it's not the same. So I guess I ordered it, and I don't remember. But yeah, this is some tripped out, punky surf, I guess you could say it. And it's got a bunch of songs, like 20-something songs on it. And it's really fucking good. And it's in stereo. And it's on Hell City Records. And it's a really good listen. And yeah, this one's on a nice green. Look at that Jets green label, dude. I mean, vinyl. Isn't that pretty? Green. Jets, Jets, Jets. Now watch them win out, you know, the fucking Jet. That's, I mean, you want them to, I mean, you're 0-13. You might as well just lose the rest of the games, you know? There's what, 3 more games left? You might as well just lose them all and get the first pick in the draft. But no, the Jets, they even screw that up. Now this next one here is Baby Ghost. Now I know this was VCLT from Martin Jones. And this is a band, punk band out of Detroit, where he lives now. Oh, I hear something in here. Oh, yeah. See, sometimes I forget to show the inserts. I guess it's Maybe Ghost is the name of the album by Baby Ghost. And it does have all the lyrics. And this band, they remind me of, especially some of the songs. You know the TV show Orange is the New Black? You know the opening theme? This band sounds like that to me. Which is good, but it's not something I listen to all the time. Side A, side B on really nice red. Candy red. And it's got a little bit of dots and loops in there. But yeah, thank you, Martin. BCLT for Martin Jones. And I'll leave a link to one of his videos. Check him out. He's a really funny guy. He makes a lot of videos. He works in a hospital, so he's right there with the COVID thing. And I don't talk about COVID on this channel. Now this next one is a first for me. And 45 RPM audiophile will be very proud. But yeah, this is my first record from the Analog Productions, and it's Herbie Hancock, Headhunters. I just wanted to show that, yeah, the original Shrink. I got the receipt. Yeah, it's a fantastic album by Herbie Hancock. This was actually the second Herbie Hancock I ever bought. And I saw Herbie Hancock on this tour. I saw Herbie Hancock, well, actually, if I want to be honest, in the early 70s, I saw Herbie Hancock 3 times. We went to go see him a 4th time, but on the way to the gig at the Civic, Bakersfield Civic, somebody pulled out a joint and we're smoking it on the way over there. Well, it turned out it was fucking angel dust. And, you know, we parked at the parking lot, and we got so fucked up we couldn't get out of the car, dude, and walk into the auditorium. And, yeah. But, yeah, Herbie Hancock, great. Benny Maupin, fantastic sax player. I really love when he plays the bass clarinet. And just a really cool band. 2 of the times that I saw Herbie Hancock, the opening band was Passport from Europe. And this is really thick record cover. Now see, I had this album, an original. I bought it when it first came out. And when I got divorced, my wife, this is one my wife picked. I picked all the punk ones, you know, because I knew, man, they're not making many of these. And she doesn't really know what's what. And what I'll do is I pick, you know, 8 or so punky ones. Because I would pick 10 and then she'd pick 10 out of the collection. Well, I had a few hundred records back then. And I would pick, you know, really punk ones. And then I would pick a couple. The last 2 picks would be ones that I know she liked. So that would get her, and I'm like, oh, I better get the one. Yeah. And it's really thick. I don't know. Too much information about my divorce, I guess. On Columbia. But yeah, I see this album, but they always got kind of scuffs. Some are in bad shape. Some of them just have scuffs. And they're not like $5 records anymore for some reason. And I don't want to take the chance. I mean, a lot of time with these old, especially with these old records, the surface scuffs, and probably even now, that they don't affect the groove. You know, it's just on the up here and the grooves here, and it really doesn't affect the sound. But I didn't want to take the chance. And after, you know, watching 45 RPM Audiophiles channel, thought I would check this label out. And I ordered it, but it said it wasn't available, but it was, and it took a little while to get here, but it's here and it sounds fantastic. And the last 2 albums I have here are 2 records that I bought from Going Underground Records here in Bakersfield. It's the only record store that I've been to since, you know, being here. I met a guy, I had a shirt on, and I was in Costco a few weeks back, and the guy goes, oh, you collect records? And I go, yeah, you know. He goes, how many do you have? And I go, oh, you talked to my wife, I had too many, and, you know, we had a good chat. And he goes, where do you get them? I told him Going Underground, and he told me the name of another record store, and I forgot, you know. That's what happens when you're my age. But anyways, I picked up 2 records from Going Underground. And this is a reissue of Samhain, Final Descent. I don't believe, this is the only Samhain I didn't have on vinyl. I have all the other ones, originals. I don't believe this ever came out on vinyl. I think it was a CD only. But anyways, I bought it. It's a fantastic, I really like this album. I think it's some older recordings from like maybe the Holy Passion. And it is on colored vinyl. It's like, oh, he's doing this shit again. Should I buy them all on color vinyl? No, I'm not. But I will buy the one I don't have. I do have the CD. And if you haven't watched it, watch my Misfits Samhain Danzig video. It's fantastic. And my last one is Aggression. It's the best of Aggression on Mystic Records. I buy most of the stuff that I see on Mystic Records now. Some of the record stores in LA charge quite a bit for the Mystic Records stuff, you know. And back when it came out, they were cheap. And it's the joke among the punks and even in the bands was Robbie, what's this guy? Doug Moody. He could make, he would make all the punk. He would make every band he recorded. He made them all sound the same, you know. But this band really stands out. And it's a repackaging. I do have 7 or 8 of these songs already. There's 16 songs on here. But you know what? Really good shot of the band right there, you know? Check that out. I got it. And I guess I'll show the famous... Oh, this one's on white. And the Mystic logo is a little bit smaller than what I'm used to. Right here. And on this side, he has all the other labels. Like I have some stuff on Getaway, Super 7, Mystic Records, Thrash Records, Bootleg Records. I guess those are all Doug Moody. You know, they're all Mystic Records. Give me a break. Anyways, that's it. Take care, everybody. And I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I won't be back until next year. I was thinking of making a video of my best used finds of 2020, but I don't know if I will. Take care, everybody. Love you.